Good morning, ladies. Hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Welcome to day 15 of the journey. How do you keep your mind free from chaos and turmoil? What do you do? Or am I the only one that battles with this? A clear mind and a positive outlook are keys to your success. My life is more fulfilling and my days are more productive when I keep mental chaos at bay. Keep it away from me. Each morning, I spend time in meditation and in prayer. I use that time to focus on peace and contentment and happiness. I stop worrying. I put all negative thoughts outside. I set it aside and concentrate on being grateful and thankful for what I have. How often is it we spend so much time thinking about the things that we don't have? And that makes us focus on what we think or what we're missing out on, right? Concentrate on what you're thankful for, on what you have, on what you're grateful for. There are so many things that you could write down and list that you are grateful for in a day, in just a simple day, big or small. When I make a positive start to each day, it is so much easier to conquer negative situations that may come up. There are times when I have different responsibilities that are competing against each other for my time at the same time. But you have to learn how to allow that confusion not to cause you stress. Best way is to figure out how to manage your time. Become an expert in time management. Learn to prioritize. Learn to try to work ahead. That way, you alleviate those times when you have different things competing for your time at the same time. I focus my mind on what is important in my life and give everything else a secondary attention, right? Put first things first. You can't pay attention to everything at the same time. You always hear people say, I know how to multitask. I can multitask. And I used to think that until I figured out that no, I was not multitasking. If you're working on two things, two or more things at the same time, what percentage are each of those things getting? They're not getting 100%. They're not even getting 50% because you're over here working on item number B and item number A you need to finish, but you can't even focus because once you come back to item A, your mind is still on B. You cannot multitask. Even if you think about working out, so if you're exercising and you're listening to music, depending on the type of music, it could slow you down or take you away from your workout. Think about if you have something fast and upbeat, you may work out harder, right? If there's something slower playing, or even if if you're like me, in the mornings when I work out really early, I listen to gospel music. I start off, I do switch my music as my workout continues, but I know when I'm listening to that music, I'm moving much slower because I'm listening to the words. I'm letting the words feed my soul. And, you have to be careful. My whole point is we can't multitask. We need to prioritize, give things that are critical the higher priority. Things that are lower that do not have to be done today, put it at the bottom of your list. It's all about prioritization. Okay? That way, we are alleviating stress, we're keeping chaos at bay. I focus my mind on what is important in my life and give everything else secondary attention. I said it one more time so you could remember. That will help you stay calm and handle one thing at a time. Guess what else that can consume your mind? Guilt. Guilt can consume your mind completely. Whenever I felt bad about something, I do, I just confront it immediately. Don't sit there and and stool over it and spew over it and think about what if I had done this, or I should have said this, or this person said this. Don't it does not deserve that level of priority in your life. Confront it immediately. I reach out to the person that offended me. That's my personality. So I can clear the air. That's me. Diffuse the situation, get it out your mind. Do not let it stress you. Do not let it bring negativity into your thought pattern. It is not worth it. Remember, this whole message is to remind you how to keep your mind free from chaos. I avoid letting disagreements linger for too long. These unsettled feelings can weigh heavily on your mind and your heart. And that's where that unforgiveness can set in. That's where that bitterness can set in, and you build that wall. And once you do that, that spills over into your personal relationships, into your professional career, your professional life. It could spill over into your marriage. So let's not let those feelings sit there unsettled. If there's a disagreement you have with someone, if you're at a place where you know they can hear you, you prayed about it and God says for you to go to that person, have a civil conversation. They may not know what they've done. They may not have any self-awareness or empathy. You know, people can't empathize with you when they're bitter and they have a lot of unforgiveness. They're just not capable. So do that for yourself. Today, I want you to think about positive thoughts and focus on your progress. A clear mind can lead you to a lot of creativity, and it will allow you to be productive. You know what? You possess an unwavering commitment to being your best self each day. So keep your mind clear from chaos. It makes me think about the song, and it's from, I can't even remember the artist right now, but it was just like it keeps saying, free your mind and the rest will follow. If you know that song, put it in the comment. That's the name of the song and the artist. Free your mind and the rest will follow. That just popped up in my head. So here are your self-reflection questions. What can you do at work when you find situations becoming stressful? Now, I don't want you to fill up your journal on multiple pages about this. Just the first thing that comes to your mind, I want you to put in your journal, what can you do at work when you find situations becoming stressful? Question 2, how do you identify a support system that can help you talk things through rather than letting it weigh on your mind? Now that we're going to have to use some wisdom because you can't be sharing everything with everybody. So the question is, how do you identify a support system that you can talk things through rather than letting them sit on your mind? Final self-reflection question, what else can you do when you're unable to clear your mind? I would love to be able to see and hear your comments to some of these questions. That's enough for today. Stay tuned to the next message. Ladies, I want you to have a marvelous Monday. I want you to keep your mind free from chaos today. Don't let anything creep up in your mind that's negative. Get rid of that negative self talk. You are more than a conqueror. You get to control what you allow into your mind. Have a marvelous Monday. I will talk to you next time.